What is up, fellow renegades? Rich Renegade here, bringing you another great Crash Bandicoot game, another classic in the eyes of myself and many alike. And as you know, this is Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. A lot of favourites for you guys and girls, but you know what we're going to let you guys and girls do? We're going to just watch this and get hyped while we're playing this game.
Europe presents a Universal Interactive Studios production. A game created and developed by Naughty Dog. Crash Bandicoot 4.
Now, if that doesn't get you hyped to play this game, I don't know what will. But we're going to jump in, and we are going to do a new game, and we're going to just watch the story unfold.
Free at last. Uka is free. No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come. None have dared to fail the brave Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice. Great Uka, it was that infernal Bandicoot. From deep inside my temple prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet. I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks. And failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way for us to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time the great Uka will make sure that you do it right. After many eons, my evil twin, Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped. Children, Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do so. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
So, after that story, we're going to just jump right into it as good Aku has told us. So, I'm just going to pause the game, so, as you can see. So, it does flick through the gems, it flicks through the crystals, and then the relics. It also has Crash and Coco smiling at each other, which is kind of cute. But, this is now the warp room. And Coco's there. We cannot jump into that, no matter how high you get. Apparently, electricity is invisible up there. But anyway, this is probably, in my opinion, in terms of just platform and Crash Bandicoot games, my second favourite. Like, very closely behind Crash Bandicoot 2, but there's a few things I'm not particularly fond of. But yeah, it's still a great game nonetheless. Anyway, we're going to go into Toad Village, and as you can see, the first boss is going to be tiny in this arena.
Crash, why must you always muck in my mud? Oh look, I have a mask helping me too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
Which we will, actually. We will indeed. But in the actual manual, it gives you a breakdown of the story, just in still images, of course. And a few things that have been changed is, as you can see in the HUD, it actually gives us the total box count, and we can actually use the analog stick. Like, you have no idea how helpful this is. Like, no idea at all. And we got chickens, which I cannot even get. But there's a few fundamental things they've changed. Bouncing crates will give you 2 on through every bounce. I can't do anything with him. Sadly. I would have destroyed him by spinning him, but you know, never mind. But yeah, the boxes only will give you 5 bounces, but each bounce gives you 2 on food, so it makes that a little quicker. The animations are smooth, and there's much more death animations in this, actually. It's literally like, you know, watching a cartoon. It really is. It is like Looney Tunes or like Animaniacs, if anyone remembers those. Kind of so, which is actually pretty neat. And the levels, much like in Crash Bandicoot 2, when Crash Bandicoot 2 kind of started it. Ooh, I got a 2-in-1 combo. I got a wombo combo there. But, much like in Crash Bandicoot 2, the levels, when they repeat their theme, there'll be a slight variation. There'll be a different weather, maybe different enemy placements, new enemies, etc., etc. So a lot of it's pretty much the same. Crash still has all of his abilities, he still has his skid, he still has his body slam, even though, again, very situational based. And the bonus is to have the total box count on the bottom as well, so you know that you're not missing a single box. Which is all good, all good. I'm gonna body slam. There we go. For no reason. But one of the new crates that we did discover was the ever-changing crates, which, if you don't destroy them before they actually stop flickering, they'll turn into a steel crate, and you cannot obtain them at all. And this is on an unbreakable steel crate, not the one that you can body slam. But this involves us basically traveling through time, getting the crystals. And it turns out that in the story that Cortex wasn't really acting on his own. He was acting on essentially a higher power to get the crystals. So it's kind of cool how they have slowly implemented that into at least this game, actually, to say, you know, it was actually all a big plan all along. And essentially, Cortex is like a puppet, if you will. And with all that being said, we are now near the end of Toad Village, the first level of the game. And we get a gem there, and we're gonna go whoosh, twirl around, and then get warped all the way back to the warp room. Now, there are more levels in this game compared to Crash Bandicoot 2 and 1. And with a few levels, I may have to be repeating a lot of them because you'll probably find out why. But we're going to do them all in order, so let us go and complete the under pressure level, which is a underwater level. It's a nice change of pace in my personal opinion. I know a lot of people don't like underwater levels just in general. I actually do. I really do like them. Like, yeah, there's no platforming involved, at least not in the Crash Bandicoot underwater levels. Yet. I say yet because we don't know what's going to happen with good old Crash Buddy, but I mean, they have got a lot of detail into these levels, including, you know, even going back to Crash Bandicoot 1, and more so 2 and 3, to be fair. But the sound effects are slightly different, slightly improved, which I like. And the underwater levels, they don't really do much to change, like, the way they look, if I really remember correctly. Like, there's a few different things later on, which we'll get into, that aren't in this level. But if you look in the background, it looks like there's like a hidden sort of sea, like Atlantis, like in the background, which I find is pretty cool. Like, neat little things like that, which again they've done since Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2. So I actually find that it's still very interesting that they've still went and done that, keeping true to what they've done. Let's push us down. Wait, there we go. There we go. We've got this little doohickey, which is going to shoot a lot of missiles. Now we can boost with circle, which, really speaking, we should do it only when we're doing time trial, because these seaweeds can only be destroyed with this rocket thing. And it's kind of bad because, you know, Crash is trying to save the world, but he's destroying the environment as he's doing it. Like, that's a good hero, Crash. Gonna go up here. I don't think there's any more seaweed, but just in case, we can destroy the mine as well. And then that would just explode, because Crash accidentally pressed the self-detonation button. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go here. But to actually move faster, we just gotta tap X. And I'm a good tapper. A very good one. Get rid of that eel. There we go. Scoot around that mine. There we go. I don't know why. Those types of mines, like, are placed right there, always seem to give me a lot of problems. I don't know why when I was younger. Whee! Oh, I didn't get the last one. You got these little 2D fishies in the background. Should be a sharky gun. And that's literally the end of Under Pressure. So, very sort of nice, relaxing. There were good change pace, in my opinion. I know it's going to tear a lot of people up. But actually, there's a comment. There's a question for the video. Do you like underwater levels in Crash Bandicoot? Yes or no? I mean, including Warpoo, including Wrath of Cortex as well, which has underwater levels. And even Crash Bandicoot XS, actually, or The Huge Adventure, I believe, has underwater levels from memory. So, with that being said, we're now going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go into the Orient Express, and this is the first time you can ever play as Coco. The very first time. However, she doesn't do much. She has a laptop, she jumps really high, and that's about it. Pretty much like Pura, who's this little cute little tiger. And this tiger can run. So this is very similar in the, to Crash Bandicoot 2's Polar Bear levels and Crash Bandicoot 1's Hog levels. Only thing is we can go super, super fast. So Pura's little ability, much like Polar's, is that she can build up speed, actually, as opposed to doing an instant dash. But she can go extremely fast. And I mean, like, ridiculously fast. I'm not going to really show off here because I actually done like a little practice run, and I kept missing boxes and dying. Like, a lot more than I should have been. So, we'll quickly show you here. Like, that was probably about the limit of Pura's speed. But you can complete the time trial very, very quickly. And those little basket weaves up there, you can hit them. It's probably easier to actually gain a bit of speed and then hit them. And they have extra one fruit in them. I'm not going to go for that one because I'm going to get hit. So let's go around here. See, look how fast we went just then. And I needed a sprint jump. Never mind. No! Okay, Pura, just kill yourself. Jump off the wall. There we go. See, nearly done it flawlessly as well. Nearly. I missed the one box. Okay, there we go. And we can just run, and that should be all the boxes. There it is. So wait. And big jump! And as you can tell, we are riding the Great Wall of China. I think it's Imperium Lev. And he's just gonna clean himself. And that is another level done. These levels are all very memorable in my personal opinion. There's a lot of these very unique. And I cannot wait until the Insane Trilogy comes out. Like, you have no idea the hype for this game, Crash 2, and even Crash 1. It's unreal. We now got a Boneyard where we got our first gem that we cannot get, which is fun. We got to backtrack it.
Ooga Ooga and Cortex want Tiny get crystals and bring them to Big Colosseum in Rome. Crash, leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed.
So Tiny's now a bit kind of intelligent. He can actually talk rather than roar. Now, this is, as you can tell, we are in the prehistoric age. And we're going to get chased not by a boulder, not by a boulder covered in snow, not by a big mother polar bear. We're going to get chased none other than by this thing. Big old dinosaur. He will stamp on you if you go anywhere near him. And then he just kindly waits up there. He gets out of breath. Gotta give him that. The one thing they kind of removed, at least from Crash 2, is Crash's animation when he's getting chased by something. So he's going to run around all these guys. We're not even going to try and spin them. I'm not sure you can get back up there. I don't think you can. So now we're safe at this point. And oh look, he's disappeared. Look at that. Let me just try something. I don't know if you can actually get back up there. No, you can't. Okay. I thought maybe you could. So it's for you. Let's just try it. Got a mask, and we're gonna try and get that. So we can get the box gem, we just can't get the hidden gem. But I do like the little water effects that they have. And like just the steam from the lava and everything. It's all very nice. We've got the grass here, which is going to get in our way. But this guy who, I don't know what he's trying to do. He's like trying to quickly drown you or something. Or body slam you. So we've got a red gem path, which of course we cannot do yet. So that's fun. We don't have to defeat the grass. Or rather spin the grass away like a Beyblade, but we're going to. And we are now on to the bonus arena. Arena area, same thing. As far as I'm aware, I don't remember any other hidden areas in the bonus rounds, actually, in this game. I think it was quite straightforward for the most part. Besides this. Body slam. Here we go. Let's get all this lovely one through. Do a little jump, and there we go. Oh, look, we're only nearly 20 lives. Look at that. If I don't get stuck in there, I should use the analog stick. Really. So, oh look. If you miss the platforming of that, which I completely messed up, you can just get in by jumping and spin jump technique if you really need it. Let's go all around. It's lovely. Now we gotta run. Surprisingly, I remember these stages much. I don't think he broke. I think it counts. I think it counts. I'm not sure. It does count. Okay. Take the hit. Just take the hit. Don't get stuck. Oh, there we go. Didn't die. I nearly died. I nearly died. And that was not skill. That was just pure luck. What we're going to do is we are going to let Crash do his little boogie, and we're going to do the last stage of the warp room. So we'll probably get this all in one go. So, we're going to do Making Waves. There's another Coco level. Now, this is entirely a vehicle level. And this is one of the things which I kind of throw over Crash Bandicoot 2 to 3, but that's, again, I don't want to make an argument. So the arrow points us in where we need to go. X, we can speed off very fast, very fast. However, this does not tell us where the boxes are, so you've got to kind of pay attention. But we can, for the most part, probably speed through this. So if you hold a direction, you can do little flips and that, which is, it's interesting. You don't get any style points for it, sadly. It's not like SSX Tricky or, you know, any of those games. And these bombs will blow you up, and as we don't have mask, we don't want to hit those. We can actually dive underwards, where if we hold up on the control stick, there'll be boxes hidden underwater, which we will need to get. But this guy, we're going to avoid him. This first level was relatively straightforward. I say this, I'm trying not to get hit at the same time, but you know. Let's do backflip. Got the seagull that if you hit the box when he's on it, he will just bother Coco. And that's it. But it's like sort of a pirate theme level, which I like the theme of the level. It's just that there's a lot of these. There's a few of these levels. Oh, a fair few. They're all good in my opinion. Oh, that was too close. Okay, just keep going. And then what you can actually do is when you're in the air, you can actually hold back to stop yourself going into a bomb. So yes, I like these levels now. Wait until the time travel and I make silly mistakes. Backflip for style! There we go. Look at that. That's the level done. Slow down, I'm not going to go into that box. There we go, done. Now, I went through much quicker than I thought it was going to go, I'll tell you that much. And now, the entire other levels disappear, and we have to face Tiny the Tiger. Now, in Crash Bandicoot 2, that never happened. The levels were never closed off. You can just go into the other levels to get more lives if you really wanted to, and then face the boss. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warp's like, nope, you gotta beat the boss. So let's have a little see what they have to say.
Crash, Coco, store the pretty crystals. Tiny take them back in Gladiator Arena.
That's not gonna happen. We just dominate Tiny. But I do like Little Arena, so you see Cortex being like the Emperor. And I actually prefer this costume for Tiny, personally. He looks like a fearsome guy. So the difference is that he will just jump and try to spear you. He actually is trying to kill you. They are all trying to kill you in this game. So I'm going to spin him, everyone's going to boo. And we've got these tigers. I'm not going to do the cheatsy way. I'm actually going to try and do the genuine way. There we go. Makes it more interesting. And even Cortex actually watches you if you look up in the double screen. There we go. Actually keeps an eye on you constantly. I don't know what stops him not getting his ray gun out and shooting you, but you know, logic in cartoony kids games doesn't apply here apparently. No, I got eaten. Damn it, I got eaten. Okay, that's what happens when you try to do it, you know, the legitimate way. You get to hear his awesome theme. We still do it the genuine way. Or you can spin jump. I can jump as high as him. There we go. So let's be Tiny. No, let's not be Tiny. Here we go. We win. I'm gonna body slam him. He's better not kill me, I swear to God. Eh. There we go. And now we get the introduction of power. So supercharged body slam. For more powerful belly flop, press X button to jump and press circle to jump at the top. Or press circle to do a big twirly body slam. It's like a super finishing wrestling move thing.
Well done, children. By defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area. Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish. From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
Very good advice. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go save, and we're going to call it a part. Because we actually got through the entire Warp Room 1 in this first part. So, but the question of the video, do you like the war levels in Crash Bandicoot? Just in general, Crash Bandicoot 3 or Wrath of Cortex? So we can save the game here. And I'm gonna put my name. Good Orion. There we go. But do you like the underwater levels in Crash Bandicoot? Personally, I do, but I want to hear what you guys and girls have to say on that. That's going to be the end of part 1. Tell me if you guys and girls enjoyed. If you did like anything, please make sure that you leave a like, also subscribe, and share for more Crash Bandicoot greatness for the year of the Bandicoot. But until the next time, we will jump in and begin the Warp Room 2.